When you start creating and stop your consumerism, life changes for the better. If you look back to your childhood and wonder who you were as an individual, I can guarantee you it was a creator. When you look back to your childhood, it wasn't, oh, I want that new toy, or oh, I want to watch that movie, I want to play that video game. And you rewind back, it was, I want to go build something. I want to go climb a mountain. I want to go do something. I want to be like Alexander the Great. I want to have my own company. I want to be a leader, a king, so forth. You wanted to be a creator. But when you spend every day consuming, from the moment you wake up, you scroll on your phone, well, you brush your teeth, you get a few scrolls in. You become a slave. If you want to be a master of your own life, you have to take it by the balls and start creating. Just a little example on how these steps can be taken into your life is yesterday I realized I was just scrolling on my phone. Okay, I'm not perfect. And I thought, what else could I be doing? I got all the things done, but I thought, fuck it. I'll just go work on the car. I'll like install some subs that I've been waiting to do. And it took a solid 2.5 hours. And it was hard. It was difficult. At one point, I was just yelling and screaming at the car because I was so disappointed in it. But when I got it done, I was fulfilled. So much more than when I was on my bed just scrolling away. Because do you want to be that type of man that consumes, that buys, that constantly needs a new pleasure in their life to be satisfied? Or do you want to be the superior man that starts creating? And it doesn't have to be a YouTuber or someone on Instagram or TikTok. But when you spend your life during a craft, creating something that you enjoy and see the vision in, you start to realize that you have a gift to give. When you find that purpose and you pursue it fully, you become dissolved as an individual, not bound down by chains of consumerism, of addictions, of habits, but instead you give a gift at least 1 hour a day and you feel fulfilled. So the actions I have for you is to stop consuming. You realize your mental health has been deteriorating because of this. You feel no honor, no fulfillment when you scroll. And if you have mediocre friends and you finally awaken on this idea of self-improvement, of bettering your life, and you look around on your friends, you see that they're all chained to their phone, to their addictions, to the habits, that they're lesser versions of humans. It's a rough and really messed up thing to say, but honestly, if you're addicted to your phone, if you vape or smoke or abuse alcohol, you're beneath me. I see you as a lesser form of an individual. But when you say, oh, I'm going to create something, I'm going to create a body that is invincible, or the self that gets the girls, that makes the money, that has a purposeful work that you pursue every single day. So the first step is to stop consuming. Brilliant idea. And how do you go about doing that? You have to progressively overload, not just cut things off. Because if you do something rash, like, oh, I'm finally going to go into the gym, and you get a hard-ass workout in, you're exhausted, you don't go there for a week. That's the same mentality with your addictions. Is maybe, yes, true, just throw what you can away so it's difficult to get it back in your life. But the biggest one's that your phone. I can guarantee almost everyone that is an average individual from 18 to 25 scrolls on their phone for 8+ hours a day, maybe even more. That's a crazy statistic if you realize that you only really have like 12 to 14 hours per day that you're living, and you're spending more than half of that scrolling on your fucking phone. Come on. So what you do is you look at it and you make it a game. You understand that you're on your phone for, let's say, 8 hours. That's your weekly average. Cut it down to 7, then 6, then 5, then 4. And constantly remind yourself that you need to not be on it. You need to not do it. That you want to form a version of yourself that does something else. And then to add into that free time that you have, you need to pick the appropriate things in your life that is creating. Whether that is helping people online, giving a gift out to the world, or just generally improving your life by going to the gym, reading books, meditating, and stopping the addictions. Because I preach this idea of creating, not consuming, because your perspective on life finally changes when you realize that it's more important to create than consume. When you're on a mission to consume, this is going to cover the topic that you might say of like, oh, what if I want to learn something? That's what I'm going to say, is if you want to learn something, if you do want to consume, it better help yourself. It doesn't have to be stupid Instagram reels that fries your brain. It should be something that changes your life for the better so you can use it in avenues of life. But when you change to a creator, you look how things are done. You find other people like you that want to conquer the world. So you need to go out, and whether it's a physical, a internal change of creating a better individual, or an external. You know, I've always loved working, but it's the work that I give gifts to other. If I was a mechanic, I would have great pride in fixing someone's car. That's the mentality you have to do, is the more you realize the gift that you give, the more fulfilled that you are, because you're creating something. I can't tell you what to go out and do, but you have to have an idea of a gift to give. It's the analogy of when you consume, you're giving your attention to someone fully. When you create, you build beauty and someone pays attention to it. You change the role from being down here to up here. You're the one getting looked at. You're the one that is inspiring other people. So if you have a big problem with consumerism, you want to buy that new clothes, that new car, you want to fit in, you want to look good, does it really matter if you're still hollow inside? So you have to change your life where you are creating art, literally by just changing the habits that you do, whether you are actually helping other people or not. Creating is better than consuming, because one gets you somewhere, the other one just fills in your free time and fries your dopamine. So if I have any other actual steps I have for you, besides quitting the bad habits and feeling things that are difficult and hard to do, that changes your life for the better, it has to be going out there and finding people that you can help. If you've been in the gym long enough, you see that one person with bad form, and you go out there and you help them. You see that lady walking across the crosswalk, and she needs someone to hold the bag. It's that simple things of just general hospitality that changes your life and makes you feel more fulfilled. I have the example of this YouTube stuff. If I'm not constantly recording YouTube videos, which frankly I've kind of been slacked on, I haven't been doing as much as I could or should be doing, and I find out that my mental health has deteriorated because I stopped creating, but instead started consuming and being influenced by other things that aren't good for my life. When I sit down and finally decide to create something, go into the gym and build bigger muscles, or fix my car, or help you guys, my life improves. So go out there, be an influencer, be a creator, be someone that helps someone, and not just sit there taking in entertainment over and over and over again. Because if you spend your 14 or 12 hours that you're awake every single day just consuming, you're beneath me. So I'm Maxwell. I help teach young men find purpose in life. Appreciate it if you like and subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you on the next video.